The Blue Vase. Among old cards, receipts, and notebooks, I stand my ground quite uncontested. While there's no order to their chaos, my thin, long neck claims to protest it. The top shelf that I have been offered draws all attention to a mess that only I distract from seeing, but never mind while I digress. Although I like my steady spot amidst the careless layaways, where I watch all interactions of quiet and those busy days, it gets exciting when my master moves me forward to the table where I get my prime position. Centerpiece is my new label. I'm dusted off and filled with water, a bunch of lilies down my throat. Taste sometimes bitter, but I take it while they give cause for me to gloat. I have been assigned a purpose to beautify a flower's glory. I obscure the stems inside me to elevate the blossom's story. I was a gift, he won't agree, but one cold winter's day he found me. Near the beach, filled half with sand, came into view, which was astounding. A gust of wind, 12 miles per hour, flung me in the air with ease. I spun myself too many times before the hurricane would cease. While mild concussions don't affect me, I must admit my neck was spinning. Spitting mud and shells and water, I was in no mood to be grinning. What cheered me up, oh something chronic, was this man that noticed me and picked me up to clean me off, to find me in all modesty. He put me in his car to keep me out racing winds by going faster. Although my senses were still spinning, I knew then I'd found my master. The top shelf is what I was given, and grateful for a wind-free zone. My roaming days I sensed were numbered as I was welcomed in his home. I couldn't for the life of me begin to comprehend how and why we never spoke, but I would stand still and pretend that I was not at all confused, because he seemed calm and collected, not in a hurry to approach me, nor by my silence much affected. I loved it when he brought home flowers that matched my oceanic blue. He'd cut the stems to fit inside me, accepting that they never grew. But most of all I loved attention, received at his hand's whim. His kind and steady hands would stir me, but I refrained from showing him. I did what I thought would please him, and took my center stage with grace, be closer to his lovely presence, admiring him without a trace. One unassuming afternoon, his family, that had closely gathered, noticed me and asked my master who had left me for the latter. A few months back, when I was driving past the shore from my old base, I noticed something thrown about and so picked up this bluish vase. My ears could not believe their hearing, although his sister then adored me, and so I thought my hearing better, but still his prior words had floored me. Well, tabled me, to be precise, at being called a vase. I waited till all else had left to tell him this was not the case. I called my master numerous times, but he just ran from room to room, his face as pale as little snowflakes, as if he faced his doom and gloom. Please don't despair, my only master, as I reveal before you go. Sit down, relax, you aren't dreaming. I'm not a vase, you know. I wondered why you seemed to dress me, but now I see you had no clue. I am your genie, you're my master, and I hold wishes just for you. Although the flowers are amazing, I'd rather you would rub my shaft. Let me know your heart's desire and let me get on with my craft. No matter what you think you want, it will become so real today. As long as you just touch me right, I grant the wish and will obey. I go with you and stay with you as long as your heart wants me, but let me out the bottle soon before captivity haunts me. If I cannot fulfill your wishes, I stay trapped forevermore, stuffed with roses and gardenias. You must return me to the shore.